What's up? It's Juice Beats, back again with another race video. And this one is the Music City Crit Series race number 6. And this is the P123 field. So this is the second race of the night for me. I'm already pretty tired from the first race. That was a 40-minute race. This one is a 60-minute race. And really, I am just trying to see how long I can stick in this one, see how much energy I have left at the end of the night. So you can kind of see by the amount of time that I actually spent and the amount of meters that I have left on this video that didn't quite stick in there for the full 60 minutes for this one. But you know, I just wanted to jump in, see how fast everything was, and just kind of get a feel for it, with it being my first time in the 123 field there. Some stats for this race: it was 25 miles per hour average for me, 344 watt average, so a bit higher than the first one, so obviously I had to push out a little bit more in this one. 337 normalized and a 1362 max, so didn't quite hit the same max in this one, but obviously I wasn't sprinting or anything like that, spoiler alert. But yeah, so my first P123 race, and just wanted to stick in there and see how well I would do. Probably not the best race to start off with as far as the track layout for this one. With the 180-degree turn, it's a bit harder to stay with the group on this one just because of the punchiness out of this 180-degree turn, especially on this night with the tailwind that everybody had, I guess, coming out of that 180-degree turn there. So the speeds definitely got punched up a bit coming out of that turn, and if you didn't take it too well, or if you just were not punching it out of there, the field could take off on you. And that's kind of what happened in the first race for me as well. But we're still all bunched up. This is you know, the second lap, and things are spreading all out all over the place. People are all over the track trying to fight for position, and somehow I find myself in the back here just hanging on for dear life. And I mean, we're not going super fast yet, but you can see already, I mean, people are antsy from the get-go, and they are going. So definitely a different feeling, I guess, in this one. You know, people were pretty smooth, but it was fast from the get-go, and I definitely had to punch and put those watts down early. You can see I'm already kind of falling off the back. I was tired, so, you know, I probably could have stuck in there a lot longer, maybe even for the full 60 minutes, who knows. But you know, having to do a 40-minute race before this and sticking in there for the entire time and doing all the punchy watts that I had to do in that one, and then jumping into this one after I've cooled down for a little bit, you know, it's a jolt to the system, and it's very tough to do that many minutes at a high intensity, even with a little bit of rest in between them, and then, you know, jumping into this one and just not feeling great in the first one as well, but, you know, jumping into this one and then, you know, being tired, it was tough on the system. Trying to hang in there the best I can right here, but yeah, I mean, you can see the heart rate. I'm way over 170 over here, creeping up, and you know, I think I hung in there for several laps before I gave up, or not really gave up, but just kind of fell apart, I guess. I just didn't have it. The whole night was kind of that way, though. Just didn't quite have what I needed to for the races. But I definitely wanted to jump into this one to get a good idea of what I'd be going against in the future, I guess. And you know, there are some teams in this race as well, so you know, that's a definite factor when you race. A lot of guys are gonna be attacking from the front and pushing the speed pretty fast early on, and so, you know, that's gonna create this accordion or yo-yo effect in the back. and I shouldn't be back here, obviously. But yeah, not having that punch at this point in the night, I just wasn't able to stick in the pack the best I could here. So let it ride out just for a little bit on this race. I know it's going to be kind of a short video for me, but I just wanted to show you guys just a little bit of this race and show you kind of how it all break down and what happened. There were several guys that actually fell off early on in this race before I did. So, you know, if it's not your night, it's not your night. And you know, sometimes that happens. But, you know, I'm sticking in there as long as I can right now, hanging off the back. There's one guy behind me as well. But yeah, the speed has definitely ramped up already at this point, and I'm just under 8,000 meters to go for my race. So you know it's coming down to the end for me pretty soon. But yeah, we're all strung out here. I think there was an attack at the front, or not really an attack, but just, you know, a punchy burst, I guess, and that got the peloton moving pretty quickly. And yeah, here we go. I'm kind of falling off the back a little bit here. I'm pretty much going 30 miles an hour, and yeah, they're pulling away at this point. I think my only saving grace is that you kind of have to slow down a little bit here, going around this 180-degree turn. But I know it's going to be super punchy coming out of it here in just a minute, so I'm kind of gearing up for that as well. Rolling into this 180-degree turn, and let's see how I punch out of this one. Yeah, there's my 1200 something watts or whatever, and the field is still pushing away, trying to hold. Yeah, I'm over 600, trying to hold it. 29, almost 30 miles an hour. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of how the night was, even in the other race that I did. Coming out of that 180-degree turn, that punchiness, and just not being able to hold on to the wheel coming out of it for some reason on this night. That was one thing that when I did, you know, some of the other races, some of the 3-4s and the 4-5s before this, I didn't think I had any trouble with that before. But here we are. There's the split. Kind of the same point in the 3-4. Just didn't have the energy at the end of the night to make that little bridge or a little break there. And yeah, I'm kind of fading at this point. My energy has been drained. 40 minutes in the other race, and then another, I don't know, 5-10 minutes of this race already. So you know, that's how it goes. But I will hopefully try to jump back in again on this race when it's more of the kidney bean shape, and maybe be able to stick in a little bit more. This 180-degree turn definitely was a tough one for me on this night. But I'm not quitting so far, even though I think it's pretty much over for me at this point. I haven't quit, and I'm just gonna kind of ride out as long as I can before I get called over by the official. But you can see, I mean, there's already a guy that's fell off the back as well, and I still have a little bit of energy to go around him, so I'm gonna go around him here and do my best to kind of finish out the race for myself, I guess, kind of strong, even though it's the end of the night for me. But you can see, you know, he fell off, and then I think there's another one here that's kind of, I don't know if he fell off or if he had a mechanical or something like that, but passing him up. And there were a few more, I think, later on that fell off as well. But yeah, that's kind of how my night went. All right, so just over 1,000 meters to go. Basically, I think I'm just about a lap left right here before they pull me. But you can see the peloton's kind of closing in. They just went around in the chicane turn, and they're getting ready to come around, and they are closing in on me. And right here, I'm just closing out my race and just trying to finish out, even though I don't have that much to go here. But yeah, so my night is over after this, and I definitely look forward to getting back into the P123 race. You know, this was just really, like, I say this was an eye-opener, I guess, for me, but at the same time, like, it was a good experience, and good to know that possibly I would be able to stick in there if I had a little bit more energy and I wasn't racing another race before this. So that's definitely a factor in this. Can't say that I would have stayed for the entire race or anything like that, but I think I definitely would have been able to stick in there a lot longer than I did in this race. So I think before they pulled me, I think I lasted about 18 to 20 minutes or so in the race out of the 60 minutes. So not too bad, but yeah, definitely fatigued and everything from the race prior. So, and yeah, so the last 200 meters or so coming up. But I will be jumping in, I think next week they are off, so there's no Music City Crit Series for this next week. So I won't have any videos from that, but I've got some other videos in the works that I'm trying to put together, and hopefully I will be able to get those to you pretty soon. But you know, you won't know about them unless you like and subscribe and hit that bell icon, and it'll let you know when I post videos and give you that little reminder there. But liking and subscribing really helps out the channel. I'm really trying to build it, and you know, I'm hoping that, you know, some of these videos help out some of you guys, and just, you know, being able to see the course, but also, you know, learning from my mistakes, because I definitely learned from my mistakes watching these videos as well. So I'm hoping that I'm helping some of you guys out. Just let me know in the comments there. But yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.